Hi there. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, welcome back. Right now, we're going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers, because there's a lot of Pisces cross watchers. All right, let's just start. This is for the first half of July 2019. But as you probably already know, Soul does not do Gregorian calendars or linear time. So whenever you watch this, that's probably when you need the message the most, okay? So, and that's if it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone because this is a general reading of the Pisces energy. All right. Oh, well, hello. Didn't realize I left out 3 cards. Shuffle it again. So how's everyone doing? All of these energies have just kind of been wafting around, feeling good, feeling intense, just a lot of flip-flopping, back and forth, swinging. Came in like a wrecking ball. Pisces, are you swinging around like a freaking, like a Miley on a wrecking ball? I know I have been. That's fine. I'm not ashamed. I should be, but I'm not. Card number 3, inspiration. Now, Pisces, you're already very, very intuitive. You know that. I know that. Pretty much everybody knows that. You're being inspired by the very things that could potentially hurt you. Okay. You're allowing yourself with things that slightly questionable, but that you wouldn't be a Pisces if you didn't do that. Let's be honest with ourselves. You wouldn't be a Pisces if you didn't do that. If you didn't allow yourself to commingle with things that could potentially destroy you. But here's the thing. This is what makes you so different from all the other zodiacs. Aside from being last and being able to tap into each of the other signs, we have this knowing that the bees, although some might sting, all of them help to make honey, which is sweet, which doesn't go bad, which can really, really be very healing and nurturing and nourishing. So, yeah, we understand the risks. We often take those risks. And guess what? It helps us to grow. Pisces is quite possibly the most psychically empowered, clairvoyant, whatever the heck you want to call it. We're probably the most powerful in that. And I just say probably so I don't hurt people's feelings. But it's true. It's true. We're highly cognitive and we're highly spiritual in our energy. It doesn't make us better than anyone. It just makes us better able to understand what the heck's going on in our lives. And we tend to have really crazy lives, and that's okay too. We're a little bit crazy ourselves, so that's fine. Card number 27, receiving. Allow yourself to receive as much as you give. One of the biggest struggles of Pisces is we don't allow ourselves to receive in equal measure to what we give to others. Now, Pisces, y'all are sensitive. We are sensitive. But I have to say this. Martyrdom is not cute. Stop martyring yourself. The people that you martyr yourself for, they don't care. They don't care. They're not bad people. Some of them might qualify as, some of them, I don't know. But generally speaking, they are not bad people. What's gone on is you have created a dynamic that has become codependent. You have co-created that. You taught them that they don't need to value your contribution to that interaction. So now you're reaping what you sowed. Can you say that it's their fault? No, because you co-created that. Are you a victim? No, you co-created that. So in recognizing that you co-created that, you're empowering yourself. How are you empowering yourself if you're taking blame for something? Well, because now you recognize if I was powerful enough to co-create this really crappy circumstance, then that means I'm powerful enough to turn this around and make it something that is very loving, very compassionate, mutually beneficial if I choose. And that's the key. Are you going to choose this for yourself? Don't tell me you're going to sit there and wait for them to be the person that you know they are inside. That's a bullshit line. Okay. I'm going to call you out on that right now. Stop trying to make projects out of people. And yes, I'm a Pisces and I'm guilty of this as well. People are not DIY projects. You either love them just as they are or you love them silently from afar. They are not your projects. Stop trying to make them into who you want them to be. That's not loving. That doesn't honor sovereignty. None of that. Okay. It has to be their choice. And this is something that really, really tore me up for so long because as a Pisces, God, I could see the greatness in everyone, even the jerk that is mean to everyone, that doesn't help, that's very selfish. I see their heart. And I'm like, you're so beautiful inside. Why can't you just let that show? Why do you have to do all this other stuff that's not even really you? Well, because that's what they want. That's their path. And I learned what I was doing was not loving people unconditionally. You can't love people with conditions. You either have to take them as they are or continue loving them in silence from afar. And that's one of the most loving things you can do. Loving someone in silence from afar, despite all of this ugly that you've experienced from them. No one has to be your enemy. No one. And you don't have to be anyone's victim. And not all Pisces struggle with this, okay? Not all Pisces struggle with the whole victim mentality. That is just some BS that's put on Pisces. Like, no. We can finish projects. We just choose not to. Because in our minds, we've already seen the project all the way through to the end. And you know what? It's not really in alignment with who and what we are. So we're done with that. It's not because we're lazy. It's not because we don't have focus. It's because we've already finished it. We're so far ahead of the game that we're like, nah, that's a waste of time. Moving on. Okay? So stop trying to fit yourself into a stereotype of what people say you're supposed to be. And some of these stereotypes of what Pisces is supposed to be enables really disempowering behaviors. Don't buy into that. Don't buy into that. And I'll say this, and it'll piss people off. Pisces is the most powerful sign out there. You don't like it? Watch another video. But that's a fact. Pisces is the most powerful sign out there, and that's why we allow people to walk all over us. Because we know if we really, really wanted to tear you down, you would stand no chance of defending yourself because we've seen through to your heart. We know all your fears. You've confessed everything to us that you've never confessed to anyone else. And I can take you down just like that. But you know what? That's not my heart. It's not my heart. And that's why we're allowed to be this powerful, because we don't want to destroy other people. We want to choose love. We want to choose to help other people grow, even to our own detriment. And that brings us to our next card. Card number 30, the perfection of your life. People see the existence of Pisces from a different perspective. They see the fluffy clouds. They see the dreaminess and the light show. And, you know, it's really a storm that we're sitting in. What we're seeing happening in our lives is like a massive storm. And people don't recognize that. And that's okay, because they don't need to understand you. They don't need to accept you. They don't need a play-by-play on what's going on, or what I don't know what the saying is. Let me just be honest. I don't know what the saying is. A blow-by-blow? I don't know. That didn't sound right either. That sounded very inappropriate. Whatever the saying is, you don't need them to understand every single aspect of your life. It's perfectly fine. The only one that needs to understand you is you. And that's actually why you go out and try and help heal so many other people. What you're attempting to fix in someone else is actually an aspect within you that you are still too afraid to really look at. And that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that fear, but you're going to have to overcome or get through that fear. You have to begin addressing the things within you, doing that inner work, self-love work, shadow work. All of that is very, very important because Pisces, we don't hold the key. We are the key. We are the key to humanity's evolution on a spiritual level. The reason we're seen as dreamy and not grounded is because we're so high frequency. We are the very beings that are connecting. We serve as the bridge between upper dimensions of being and this lower level of existence. We are the bridge. What happens to bridges? People walk on them. Okay? That's why people walk all over Pisces. We are the bridge. And that's fine and all, but we're also still here for a human experience. And allowing people to continue to walk all over you on a soul level, yeah, that's fine. You're used as a bridge, okay? To bridge the gap. On a human level, no. That does not honor your soul. It does not honor your purpose. Allowing and enabling people to take advantage, to disrespect your sovereign being? No. No. And one more time for good measure. No. So don't be scared to say no. No is a sentence on its own. You don't have to explain the no. A simple no is more than enough. The two most powerful words or letters to come out of a Pisces mouth. No. So let's get you guys some kitty cards. Let's see what's going on. We need further guidance. All right. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, look at that. Everything's all upside down. Pisces, we are always so upside down. This is gorgeous. One more? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's an appropriate card. I was told one more card. All right. So let us get started. 9 of Spades. This is about habit, a crutch, meditation. So what are you using as a crutch? A crutch to keep you from actually addressing the things that need to be addressed within you. And this isn't about doing a laundry list of how you suck, because you don't suck, okay? This is about recognizing the ways in which the chosen coping mechanisms are now not helping. They're actually amplifying the struggle. So no one knows the answer to this but you. Look deep within yourself. Sit in meditation. You don't have to be sitting in a lotus position, playing the proper music, wearing the yoga pants and all of that nonsense. Just sit quietly, okay? You can even do this when you're on the toilet. Sit quietly. Ask yourself, what's going on with me? What is it that I'm not seeing that's really causing my struggle? How am I co-creating an unhappy life? If you're unhappy with your life, how are you co-creating that? And if you think you're happy and you know you're not, stop lying to yourself. Okay? You don't need to tell anyone these answers or what you're doing. Just be honest with yourself. If there's only one person in this world that you never, ever, ever lie to, that has to be you. You have to make that person you. If there's only one person in this world that you are going to put all of your energy, all of your being into inspiring to grow and reach heights that they never thought they could, that needs to be you. Quit playing yourself and trying to do that for everyone else, but you're not doing it for yourself. People are just like children. They learn from your actions, what they witness you doing. So if you really want to help other people, begin helping yourself and see how your environment changes. See how everything around you shifts and becomes a reflection of your empowerment, of your grace, okay? And I can say this because this is what I've learned for myself. Now, the next card is 5 of Clubs, and this is, where do you find your energy? Where do you find your energy? Are you depleting yourself? Giving to everyone else but yourself? Do you think that's spiritual? Do you think that that somehow makes you a good person? No, it doesn't. That's a selfish act. That's the truth of it. That's a selfish act. Because you want to be seen a specific way. Those behaviors are not out of the goodness of your heart. That's a manipulation. Don't do that. If you want to help someone else, help them because it feels right, not because it makes you look like a good person. And this is not to everyone. There's a few of us that do this. Ooh, it's 1:44 p.m. 36% at 1:44. I love these numbers. Okay. Sorry. Numbers just do that to me. Hey. Hey, 1:44. Okay. Focus, girl. Focus. All right. It's time for you to change that. 5 is the number of change. Okay. Change this about yourself. Thank you, Trisha Ruiz. Change this about yourself already. If you need to do this, that's fine. If you need to do things to make you feel good about yourself, that's fine. But just recognize you're not doing it as a spiritual good. You're doing it because you have imbalances within your ego. Your ego is not balanced. Ego exists for a reason. It's not to be destroyed or removed. Anyone who tells you that has no idea about the truth of creation. Everything in existence right now exists for a reason, including demons, including parasites. All of these things exist to grow you. Everything that comes across your path is allowed to grow you. So don't fool yourself into thinking things that aren't the truth. Always be honest with yourself. There's times where I donate things to people because it feels good. That's my selfish moment. I don't talk about, for the most part, I don't talk about what I do when I go to grocery stores and how I help other people, because that's my selfish moment right there. It makes me feel good. Okay. It feels right and it makes me feel good. And the fact that, there's that selfish aspect of it in there, I don't need to share it. I'm just going to keep that to myself. It feels good. Okay. So King of Diamonds. This is about the unknown. Pisces. This unknown is not just about galactic things. It's not just about the upper echelon of your existence. This is also about the unknown depths of your heart's oceans. There are trenches within your soul that still need to be explored. And there's a lot of truth hidden in those depths. Don't be afraid of your own waters. You cannot and will not drown. You won't drown. You don't even need to come up for air. If you think you need to hold your breath, and that's what's scary, that you don't know if you can hold your breath long enough in order to reach the depths that you need to go, you don't need to come up for air. Okay? Dive deep into your truth. Figure out who you are. So that way, when someone comes before you and tries to convince you that you're not being yourself, that you've changed, that you're this and you're that, you can be like, well, that's good. Thank you for sharing your opinions of me, but I know who I am. I know who I am. I know intrinsically I'm a good person. You're not going to convince me otherwise. I don't intentionally harm others. I don't manipulate people. I don't lie. I do what feels right. I have moments where I need to satisfy a selfish want. And that's okay because I'm here to experience a human life. And that's fine. If your opinion of me is not a favorable one, that's fine because I don't think very well of you either. I've said this before. That's okay. I think you're a jerk too. That's fine. Mirrors. All right. 4 of Hearts. Contemplate your gorgeousness. Pisces, you're so beautiful. You really, really are. You're beautiful in such a savagely delicate way. You're like a freaking living embodiment of an oxymoron. The juxtaposition of your savagery with your softness. I mean, only a Pisces could do that. Only a Pisces could do that. To exist both as the everything and the nothing and the spaces in between. I mean, my personal definition of God is the everything and the nothing and the spaces in between. Really embrace the fact that you are a divine spark of God. And know that some people that come across your path, you will be their only experience with that God energy. What are you going to leave them with? Will their interaction with you leave them with a knowing, whether they're conscious of it or not? There's just this knowing in their heart. There's a divine presence. I matter. There are still people who see me. I still need to be here on this earth. Because let's face it, so many of us, beyond just the Pisces group, so many of us have fallen into this illusion that I don't matter, that it wouldn't even be noticed if I disappeared. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's a lie. If you're here for a purpose. You know, I had spoken recently to a group of people, and one of the things that my soul guided me to share was that each of us begin as an unspoken prayer made into flesh. Someone prayed for you to exist, maybe not consciously, maybe still on just an unconscious level, but someone in their heart asked for you to be born, because you are a gift to every single person that comes across your path. Whether you speak to each other or not, whether they just see you driving down the road, you are sprinkling that magical dust everywhere you go, reminding people they are still a very loved and needed part of this co-created reality. And when you begin to tap into that and do this consciously, intentionally, the amount of amplification of this healing, it goes beyond the human comprehension. Pisces, this is why we're what we are, who we are, why we act the way we are, why we're so misunderstood. It's hard to understand something that's both the everything and the nothing and the spaces in between. That's very hard for a human mind to comprehend. So don't wait for people to understand you. It's not going to happen. Don't wait until you find a group that you fit in, that you feel like you belong to. It might take a very long time for that to happen. Instead, allow yourself to stand out, because that's what you were meant to do. Stand out as a template of how to live in love and grace, how to move with compassion, how to empower other people. And we teach others how to do this through the way they witness our living, not by lecturing, but by just sharing of ourselves, by allowing other people to see our softness, our vulnerability, that it's powerful. Vulnerability and softness are the ingredients for the reunification. It was never about who can quote the right scripture, whose belief system is more solid, who knows more about quantum physics, unified field physics. All of that are nothing but tools to help human minds understand your existence. What easier and better way to help someone understand than by just being? You don't need the terms. You don't need any of that explanation. Just be, and their heart will understand. And it'll interpret in a way that the mind can comprehend. Just by you being, you are a gift to everyone that you come across. Even the people that you tell off, you're a gift. You give them that moment of clarity. They might not understand until years later, but I promise you, you're a gift. Let's get you guys a final card from your soul. I feel your guys' emotions rising. I don't know who it is. I feel like someone's about to start crying. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get you guys a message from soul. Let's see. One more shuffle. Oh, okay. After I get you guys this card, excuse me, please stick around. I have some energy work that I'm asked to share with you. Oh my God, this is so perfect. This is so perfect. Okay. Now I'm really going to cry. We just talked about how you're the everything and the nothing and the spaces in between, that you are a juxtaposition of such polar opposites. And you dance through that way of being so beautifully. Thank you, Amazon Red Powers. So card number 22, with 22 being the number of divine guidance, the lion and the deer. When you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like the angel. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. When you become thin like hair and yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be the lion and you'll be the deer. Gosh. You are the lion and the deer. You're bold, fierce, and vibrant, and you're silent, sweet, and gentle. If I should come to you in arrogance, you roar at me until my falsehood quakes in fear. So terrified it gives up the game, and love's conquest happens yet again. If I should come to you in surrendered adoration, open to whatever you may wish, you are so gentle with me. Like a deer, you offer me nothing to fear or resist, so that I too become sweet and gentle, longing to submit to your tender ministrations. So then, I do not fear my own errors, for even if I stumble into arrogance, I shall be made wiser by your magnificent roar and become humble. Even if I become weak, I shall draw tenderness in you. Whatever is needed to keep me true to love is what you give me. For you are the holy lion, proud and mighty, and the sweet deer, gentle as the mildest breezes of spring. Hello, my old friend, do you remember me? We are the oldest of friends, ancient soulmates we are, acquainted over many lifetimes past, and through many lessons learned together in the school of love. So here we meet again in this advanced spiritual training of the human experience, with the earth as our classroom. The moment is upon us to leave behind what we have once known and to open up to the great mystery of life again. Our souls leapt from the divine oneness through the river of forgetfulness and now dive into a body and a life. What a journey that leap begins. Let us embark on this studious adventure together. Let us honor the tiger and the lamb within each other, the lion and the deer. I can witness in you both the raging warrior who fights with unbreakable honor and the healer who brings together those things torn apart. Of course, for are we not all things? Are we not human and angel, animal and spirit? Are we not heaven and earth? Are we not divine? And in being divine, being all things are divine. So we are here together in the school of love, not for the soul who still adheres to preference instead of curiosity, not for the soul who craves comfort instead of devotion to divine adventure. We must be like lovers, you and I, if we are to take these lessons. We must be willing to become mad with passion, crazy enough to chase the great beloved, even if it means forgetting who we are for a time, to have the sacred delight of rediscovery, breaking some rules and looking like fools. Well, what could be greater than becoming a fool for love? That will do for us. That will do well. Let us be fools for love together. So shall we become study mates. We'll recognize each other even in all our varied garbs, bright or somber, wild or gentle. We'll become the most enthusiastic students in the school of love, urging each other on to ever greater feats of passion and devotion. How we shall outdo each other in grand gestures in our unwavering commitment. This oracle brings you a special message. You are rediscovering a part of yourself that has been lost or submerged underneath more practical concerns. Of course, if practicality is about survival, then learning to be your true self is most essential and practical. All other paths lead to death of the soul. You're asked to bear the chaos of this rediscovery. It may be that talents from this or other lifetimes are reawakened and cause you some discomfort at first, even though they will ultimately bring joy and greater fulfillment. The discomfort may be around how those talents are best expressed, about overcoming shame, guilt, doubt, or other judgments. It may even be about who you are, if you now admit your talent or other emerging personality traits. Perhaps what's being unearthed in you now is darker. Your sacred rage, refusal to accept disrespect in your life, your inability to tolerate lies and deceptions. Well then, you are the lion and the deer. That is nature. There is to be both in the world. You are not becoming contradictory or hypocritical. You are becoming whole. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, I'm Ether. Thank you, KK. You guys, that there is no more perfect card than that for the energies that Pisces embodies right now. There is no more perfect card. You are the lion and the deer. You're both. You are in your totality at this point. Yes, Primo, I am that I am. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys, what my higher self was saying was to share this with you. This is a sulfur Lemurian generator. My hand has been shaking all the life. The energy in this is tremendous. Look at that, playing with the light. Oh my God, boo-boo, calm down. Don't shut down the live. What I want to do is send some energy. This energy is to help you grieve the loss of your old self. It's time to lay that mask to rest. No longer do you have to wear costumes or masks. Now it's time for you to rise up as a bare-faced beauty. A testament to love, a testament to the tenacity of soul, a testament to the impending rise of humanity. Okay? So breathe very deep and very slow. If this is the first time you've ever joined me for energy work, please know my energy will always honor your sovereignty. It will not enter your field without your permission. For those of you sensitive to energy, you may begin to feel very warm. Some of you might begin to feel a rise in emotions. Allow yourself to feel whatever you feel. If it's sadness and tears, allow it. If it's happiness and laughter, allow that too. Welcome yourself back home. You might feel the sensation of ice fire beginning at the tip of your tailbone. You might feel this ice fire and tingles wrapping around your spine as it rises back up to your pineal. You might feel the sensation of ice fire at the base of your skull, back of your neck, Back down your spine. You might feel pulsing in the center of your forehead. We're going to expand your awareness to create space for your new ways of being. Rise. Take a moment to sit quietly and explore the new feeling of your body. Explore the new ways in which you are experiencing this life. Those of you who are ready, you might begin to feel a very intense fullness within your cranial space. That's the return of a much more profound inner and understanding of yourself and of this life. You might not be fully aware right now. This might take some time to integrate into your awareness. Allow the process to unfold just as your higher self wants it to unfold. One final deep inhale. Slow exhale. Welcome back home to yourself. Just allow yourself to experience this moment. Please, if you're about to get up, please don't get up. Some of you might begin to feel very dizzy. Allow yourself to finish the experience. Stay seated so that way you don't fall over. You don't lose your balance and fall over. One moment. Just a kind reminder, we are all sovereign souls. No one gets to tell anyone, demand anything. So for those who think they can, you're removed from my channel permanently. All right. How do you guys feel? I feel so good. I feel so good. Just so you guys know, I do private sessions. If this is something you want to explore further privately, check out my website, emmyevolving.com. I love sharing this space with you guys. I truly, truly do. It's such a sacred space. And the fact that you're present here with me right now, it truly honors my soul. Thank you so much for that. So if this resonated with you, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Join me every time I'm live. I'm going to be having a Piscean workshop. You can find this on my website. It's going to be on July 21st. There are different options to choose for your ticket. This is going to be an online event with an option to receive a personally curated package from me. This workshop, you don't need to be a Pisces to attend. This workshop is all about empowerment, about reconnecting you with your divinity, about helping you to achieve higher levels of potentiality, tapping into your gifts, and just really embracing who you are. embracing the fact that you are a gift not just to yourself, but to everyone you come across. We are the change that we're waiting for. We are that change. Change is already here. We just have to allow people to see it. And so that's what the workshop is about. Okay, guys? Thank you again for joining me. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. All right. Bye, guys.